Peace.
Peace.
What's today's math, God?
Wisdom cipher, all being born to wisdom.
That's peace. Today the Wisdom Cipher Day is Happy Father's Day. So right now I want to do a build, on the significance of one of the great fathers, of a great father, known as Clarence 13X, but we know him as the Father Allah. The true history of the Father Allah and what he's done, you understand, for young black men and women in the 1960s is in this book right here. The true history of Allah and his 5%. The gods and earth were there. What makes this man so significant, Allah the Father, which makes him so significant and important, especially for us in today's time, because in the 1960s in New York City, actually during the Civil Rights Movement, you understand, we had the Black Panthers, the Nation of Islam. We had several groups that were fighting for civil rights, mental, spiritual liberation of African-American people, right? However, the young youth, they weren't really being touched by a lot of these movements. The Black Panthers played a major role in touching a lot of the youth to stand up for freedom, but the Father Allah had the greatest impact in the 1960s, and the reason why he's called the Father, because he gave birth to a lot of these young men mentally and transformed them from being gang members and gangsters. An older God by the name of Merciful Messiah Allah from Harlem, he personally told me, what attracted him to the Father and the knowledge of self that the Father utilized to create the nation of gods and earth was a simple fact that the Father Allah in the 60s was able to take these young men who were straight gangbangers and thugs from the streets. He took them from the streets, taught them knowledge of self, and basically sparked them with an identity to want to be the best that they could be. And these young men started trying to gain all type of knowledge in all forms and levels to better themselves. Could you imagine if we started doing what the Father Allah doing in the 60s now? We got so many of our young youth that want to be they want to be, I'm not knocking nobody, but they want to be gang members, they want to be hustlers. But could we imagine if we, as each of us being a father, who Father not only bring forth life physically, a father bring forth life mentally through the knowledge, further one's education. Could you imagine, the impact we could have on our hood and the way we could change things if we was able to get all the young brothers that want to be gang bangers and hustlers, we inspired them to get knowledge of self. That's the science of today's Father Day, you know what I'm saying? Today is 2021. It represents the 52nd year since this man returned to the essence who was assassinated. On the cover it's Allah and his best friend Justice. But the whole fact is this Father Day is a special Father's Day because it marks the 52nd year since he returned to the essence. But right now we definitely trying to resurrect that legacy and basically do the work that he did in the 60s, because we need some great men out here to do the work that this man did. Peace to the nation of gods and earth for still being here active and still doing our duty, but we got a lot of work to do because we got more young men that want to be gang members instead of getting knowledge of self. With that, I'm going to say peace.
Peace.